Hello class, welcome to your next asynchronous activities. First, you have to check your Google Classroom. Then you go to the new material posted, the week 1 Deepen. So open this one, you have to click it and open the PowerPoint presentation that I attached. And this will be your new asynchronous activities. Of course, you are guided with the objective with this one. Then for your first activity, activity 1, who is the real African? Based on the African literary works you have studied in this lesson, fill out the table below to come up with a profile of the African character and his attitude towards the challenges of modernity. So again, this is for your activity 1. Then you have here the table. The same with what you did during your firm up, your week 1 firm up. You have to go to Google Drive, then new, then you go to Google Doc, have to click this one, then let's wait for it. Alright, the same instructions the last time. Before you answer, you have to type first your complete name, then of course don't forget to include your grade and section. Then after that is the activity, Deepen, okay? And again, you have to highlight it and go set it to bold. And the font size is again 12. Then additional, please also include here the date. Example, August 15, 2020. Okay. Then after that is you have to activity 1. So what's the title of activity 1? Who is the real African? Who is the real African? So you have to, the same as how I did it, you're going to make a table just like this. Let me insert table in here. Okay, you have here the table. 3. Alright. So let's check. Literary. Literary selection. And here is my view of the African card. And here the third one is Right? So we have here the Africa, the video, Africa, and the second one is the title of the poem that I asked you to read. Okay, so again, you do how I did it. Alright, so based on the instruction, just like here, okay, based on the African literary works you have studied in this lesson, fill out the table below to come up with a profile of the African character and his attitude towards the challenges of modernity. So you have here the literary selection, Africa, and this one, the title of the poem. Of course, this empty space here. So my view of the African character based on the selection. The Africa here is, remember during our week 1 explore, I asked you to view or to watch a video. So based on that video, okay, so you put your answer here according to my view of the African character here. Then after this one is this one. My thoughts about how he responds to challenges of modernity. Okay, again, refer to the video that you watched during your week 1 explore. And then on the second one, the poem that you read during our week 1 firm up activity. So the same instruction with Africa. Based on this poem, you have to write my view of the African character based on the selection. Okay? So again, you base it on this poem. Same with this one, my thoughts about how he responds to challenges of modernity. Okay? So I hope you were able to follow. So again, you answer it here. Answer it here. Write your answers here, here, and here for your activity 1. Now for your activity 2, it's entitled this one, compare and contrasts. Okay, so you have to copy the title of the activity. Compare and how does it look like? Okay, at this point, okay, you have here the instruction. At this point, do you notice any changes in the way you first thought about the African character and his approach to challenges brought about by modernity in society and the way you see these things in the previous activities? Compare and contrast your earlier and recent responses to the focus questions and see changes or development in your thinking. In this process, you may also see some of your misconceptions and errors related to who the real African is and how he faces challenges in the modern world. Use the template below to illustrate your answers. So again, you have another template here or table. So you go back to your Google Docs and then again you insert a table. So this one and then, okay, wait. Have have to, okay, my internet is loading. Alright, so again, you have to follow the template here. So you have to make another table. I think you can just copy this one if you can hide one. So you really have to create a new one. Okay, you have to go back again to insert in table. Okay. Okay, so here is, wait, go back here, Google Classroom. So you have the focus question, just copy this one. The focus question. Then next one is at first, I thought, at first, then at this point, I think. So again, alignment is in the middle. Then who is the real African? And the second one is how does Alright, so since you're done copying, again you have to highlight, and then for the alignment, it's in the middle again. Modernity. How does he respond to the challenges of modernity? How does he respond to the challenges of modernity? Alright, so for your activity number 2, remember that you have here the instruction. We are going to compare and to contrast, okay? So for this first question, okay, you have to answer at first I thought, so you have to you have to type your answer here. Then after that, after this table, or after this part is you have to answer this one. At this point, I think, okay, remember that we are talking about African. The second question is, how does he respond to the challenges of modernity? Okay, so you have again to answer, to put your answer on this one. At first, I thought, so you put your answer here. And the second one, at this point, I think, so you have to put your answer here. Okay, so you have two activities. So you have to give enough space for your answers. So you can just do like this, right? Then let's go back here. Looking at your answers above, do you recognize any misconceptions or error in the way you think about the African identity and his approach to challenges in the modern world? Discuss your misconceptions or errors in a 1-minute essay. Okay. For your third activity is you're going to create an essay. Okay. Activity. Okay. For your activity number 3, Activity 3, it's entitled Alright, for your activity number 3, it's entitled One Alright, again, for this one, for your activity number 3, remember, looking at your answers above, do you recognize any misconception or error in the way you think about the African identity and his approach to challenges in the modern world? Discuss your misconceptions or errors in a 1-minute essay. So again, as you noticed that the previous activities, I asked you to compare and to contrast, okay? Your previous knowledge and your knowledge at the moment, okay? So for your activity number 3, you're going to create an essay, okay? 1-minute essay. 1-minute essay, my misconceptions. Okay, you have to my misconception. Okay, it should be 3 paragraphs, okay? You have to create 3 paragraphs. Okay, again, 1-minute essay. It should be my misconceptions. You have to refer this one on this, okay, on this slide. I hope that you were able to follow. Then after that is you have here the process question after activity number 3. So just after your essay, then copy this one. Then you only have one process question. Do you find it easy to write a 1-minute essay about Africans? Why? So you have to copy this. Okay. Did you? Okay, again. So you have activity number 1, activity number 2, and activity number 3, and the last one is the process question. Okay, again, for this one, for your activity number 1, the Africa here, you have to remember or to revisit the video that you watched during our week 1 explore activity. Okay, then this one is the poem. So you have here the instructions, so just please follow it carefully. And for our second activity, compare and contrast. So you have your focus question. Then you have to follow this one. At first, I thought, and this table is at this point, I think. And again, for activity 3, you're going to create an essay, 3 paragraphs. Okay. Then process question only 1. If you are done answering, so you have to again go to file, then email as attachment, then to, of course, to my email ad, then title is WEEK1 Deepen. Again, please don't forget to click this one, then open document. Again, open document, click this one, then open document, then send. Okay, we are done.